Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my 5-minute makeup routine. This came about, this specific routine, because I was quickly trying to clear away all the products that I was using to film for the week, and I just used them, put them away. And I loved the look. I posted it on my Instagram, so I'm going to be recreating it for you today. It's super simple to do. 5 minutes is all it takes. I already have my brows done because those are boring, but that's basically a minute of my routine. That's the hardest part. For brows, I just use my favorites from Benefit. I have a little mini of the 24-hour brow setter because I just ran out of my full size, so using up my sample of that. And then I have the Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3.5. I've been really enjoying that shade. But this routine, I just really wanted to share with you guys, and everyone said yes, they want to see this. So I cannot wait to show you. Super quick, really beautiful, and I just love this for my routine right now. So starting off with the primer that I use, this is the Beauty Blender Boost Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. If you love the Beauty Blender Skin Tint, which I obviously will be using today for my everyday makeup, the primer just goes hand in hand with it. We're gonna apply that to the skin as the base, and because I don't do too much eye makeup for an everyday, I just do mascara. I actually do my skin first. So this video is obviously gonna be more than 5 minutes. I just want to talk you through everything, but this is really nice and hydrating. I feel my makeup glides on smoothly, locks on, and this has some skincare benefits to it. So this has peptides and ceramides in it. I just feel like that is so good as a base. So if you're pinched for time, skincare and primer in one, it's just a really good base. Also, I recommend dual-ended brushes if you want to get your makeup done fast. I've been a huge advocate of dual-ended brushes for so long, so I don't think that surprises any of you. That's what I use for my everyday makeup. We're going to take the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint and we're going to drop this on the face. Sometimes I just throw this on the back of my hand, but it's a little bit quicker to just dump it on the face. Then I'm using my Makeup by Cheryl F4 brush to blend this out. I use this side first, and then I just kind of remove any excess with the bigger side. This is my most used complexion product. It is smoothing, long wearing, super thin, buildable coverage, basically everything I could possibly want all in one. Can use it more sheer like a skin tint, build it up to more like a foundation. You could use this for glam makeup too, even though it's super thin and market it as a skin tint. You could definitely build this up to do glam makeup. So it's literally the only product I feel like you need for complexion because you can use it for all occasions. It's a fairly decent price point at Sephora too. I know it's been on sale a few times as well. I just always recommend it to everyone, regardless of your skin type, age. It just always works. It's just my favorite. I love it. Then for concealer for this look, I use the Haus Labs. I use shade 21, which is light medium neutral. It's the perfect match for me. And for my concealer brush, the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy. I'm really enjoying this one. So I just put it in the places where I need to conceal and also highlight. So I just have been putting it around my nose, on my nose, sometimes a little bit in between my brows, depending. That's typically all the places I need to conceal, and then I just blend it out. Starting at the bottom, I blend out all the face stuff first, and then I let the eye concealer just sit while I'm blending this out. That's usually enough time for it to sit on my face. This concealer is hydrating. It says it's also depuffing. I don't typically have an issue with puffiness for my eyes, but I love the thickness of this. It's a little bit thicker than the foundation, which makes sense for being a concealer. It doesn't work for every concealer, but often I do prefer a thicker concealer just because I feel like it fills in the hollows a little bit better. And then to set the face for that look, Charlotte Tilbury powder. The pressed powder, it's always a go-to of mine. I've been playing around with some new loose powder that I really enjoy, but for that look, I was using this powder. So I will either bounce between one or two. I think I'm gonna do a combination of both of these today. I just got a new one and I need a new two soon. So I'm going to take my Beauty Blender Puff, shade one I'm gonna do underneath the eyes, and then 2 I'm just going to press into the rest of the face. Pressed powder for me, a little bit quicker to use than a loose if I'm really pressed for time. I like both, I use both, but I would say for a 5-minute makeup, I'm more likely to reach for a pressed And Charlotte Tilbury has just been my go-to for years. I bounce between a few pressed powders, but I would have to say Charlotte Tilbury just for the consistency of how flawless and how well it sets my face. It's just always my go-to. I go back to, like, I go through this like water, I feel. I go through this more than most products, I would say, is the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Since I'm not really doing anything with my eyes, I do my base. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm using my MAC Gimme Sun as a bronzer. This has just always been my go-to bronzer, it feels like. And I'm going to use the big side of my Hourglass powder brush to apply this to the face. I do use the smaller side for my blush. And I just bronze my cheeks, my forehead. If I need to, I run a little bit down my nose by pinching the brush, and then just a little bit on my jawline, down my neck, just to blend everything in. Also, I might just quickly run a little bit in my crease. Genuinely, eyes is just like, I could even skip mascara. If it's 5 minutes and I'm running behind, I'm like, okay, no mascara today. So that is the bronzer. It's really easy with the MAC formula specifically because you can't really overdo it because it is a powder, a facial powder, super light. It's a buildable pigment and just more so a finishing bronzer with less pigment, which I feel like is perfect for someone like me who can go overboard with bronzer, but I would much rather just dip in a couple extra times and just quickly throw it on than worry about dipping in once, a lot of pigment, putting it on my skin, and then having to work blending that out. So it's just a really nice formula for everyday 5-minute makeup. And then I did use this pink blush, the powder one from the Patrick Ta Holiday Palette. Any sort of powdery pink would work for this, and I just used the other side of my Hourglass brush. And this has so much pigment, you have to be careful. So for 5 minutes, you could go overboard with this, but I just do one dip in and lightly put this on the cheeks. Just adds a really nice brightness to the complexion. I feel like really livens up the skin. It's just so pretty, and it matches the lip combo I do. That's really easy for every day as well. Now that the complexion is brightening up, I have been using highlighter too. So I just throw highlight on with my finger when I'm in a pinch. I don't even bother reaching for a brush. I do put it on my nose because it helps contour it, even though I didn't really contour it. I just threw a little bit of bronzer so it doesn't get lost. And then it just blends in really nicely with my finger. So this is the Benefit Cookie. I know this is really popular right now. It's always been, since its release, one of my favorite highlighters. It's just so pretty. I also feel like with a brush, I could quite possibly go overboard. And with my finger, it just melts into the skin better, a little bit more subtle. Depending on how long that process took, I will either curl my lashes or skip it. It really depends. Sometimes I can get everything done, but if I'm to be honest, sometimes I run a little bit behind. So I will totally just skip the curling on my lashes and sometimes even the mascara. I know some people spend like a good portion of the routine on their eyelashes. Mine just aren't that long to do that. So I use the Benefit Fan Fest. I find this is really quick for application, and I can get my lashes to a point that I like minimally. So it didn't really take me that long to do there. To get it to a point that I think is suitable for an everyday look, it's just really nice and light. I just like how quickly this builds. That's why it's like the perfect everyday mascara for me. And it does give me that fan effect to the eyes that I personally really like. It separates really nicely. I don't find this flakes, smudges, smears, none of the bad stuff. Good wear. Also relatively easy to remove. I'm not losing lashes trying to scrub this off. That's why I don't like waterproof mascara. But this one, just an all-around great mascara. The wand has a little bit of a curve to it, which really helps get all the lashes, especially since it's shaped to my lash line. That's why I love curved brushes or hourglass shaped mascara wands. The straight ones for me are better for lower lashes and that are thinner. However, these curved ones are always ones I gravitate towards for my upper lashes. I'm talking for 5 minutes about mascara. Now that mascara is done and I surprisingly didn't get any on my eyelid today, that would be a good 5-minute makeup day for me. I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I go in with my setting spray. So for every day, I don't even bother with my lower lashes. If some happens to transfer when it's drying on my lowers, That's as good as it's getting for application, and that's just me being honest, just for time wise. But for the lips, this is a combo that I keep in my purse. So this is my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut, and then I top it off with my Tom Ford Blush Nude, which is number 13. For my lip gloss to top it all off, which often this is all that's in my bag to reapply. This is a balm, and it is from Givenchy. It's their Rose Perfecto Liquid Balm in 001. Mine is actually almost done. I'm scraping the sides, but it's supposed to have that marbled sort of look to it. It's such a pretty lip balm. Would prefer it to not be scented because it does smell like roses or something. Yeah, it's like very florally, which is not my preference, but I typically don't even notice it after a while. But this was the lip combo I was wearing, and all you wanted to know what it was. It is so pretty. So it's these 3 products. Highly recommend all these formulas. So I told you guys in my everyday makeup that I kind of do my bottom lip, put it together, and it does my top. I just have to go over the areas to overline it to give the shape. It's an easy way to get my lips even because my upper lip isn't even and my bottom lip is. So that kind of makes it even for me. I think this color all over the lips can be really pretty too. A little bit of the blush nude. It is quite light. And then the liquid lip balm darkens it slightly. Then to finish the look off, I am using my Caliray Surf Proof. This is my favorite setting spray. And I do have a new perfume combo to share with you guys. So we're just going to let this dry. I'll take out my hair, come back, show you my perfume, and we'll finish off my 5-minute makeup. So this is my 5-minute makeup routine. I love how it turned out. This was just a coincidence makeup of me putting stuff away that just happened to work out for me. I love when things like that happen. My hair is freshly curled, so I think in that photo is probably like 3rd day hair, because my hair, when I curl it, it lasts throughout the week, so I just have to brush it in the morning, which is what I love. So my hairstyle, you can tell throughout the week. Once it starts going up in a ponytail, that's when things are starting to get oily, or I'm doing a hair mask. If the hair is down, we're good. We go to a ponytail, then we go to a bun. Bun day is wash day when you see me in a bun. This makeup is quick, it's fresh, it's easy, it's long wearing, hydrating. I feel it's really good for the season we're in because a lot of these products are very hydrating because my lips definitely need a lip balm in this season we're in. You could probably see at the beginning they're a little bit chapped. But for my fragrance combo that I've been really loving, and I've kind of rediscovered this fragrance. This was my signature fragrance. I think it was university. Oh yeah, it's probably even the end of high school I really got into this. This is the only fragrance from that period of my life that I've kept that I still absolutely love. I went through a love spell season where I had that Vera Wang love spell, if you guys remember. This one is from Givenchy, and it's their Haute Couture, the Eau de Toilette. And I often don't go for the Eau de Toilette for fragrances. I'm usually EDP. For this particular fragrance, the Haute Couture, I love the Eau de Toilette. So I've been wearing this. This lasts all day on me. I just sprayed it in my mouth. And how this smells, at least on me, feels really complimentary and similar note profile to the 40 from Sol de Janeiro. This says Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. Kind of just put this a little bit in my hair, spray it on the body as well. And these two have been a recent combination for me. So good. I feel like if you like 40 like I do, I would recommend Haute Couture from Givenchy. It is one of those fragrances that I personally can tell when someone's wearing it. I want to say unique, but it's a very signature scent. That's why I wore it for so long. I just can always tell when someone's wearing that fragrance. And I think mixed with the 40 just lightens it ever so slightly. It's just the most beautiful fragrance combination that I've been really enjoying lately that I want to share with you guys. That is good for year round. I'd wear that any time of the day, any season. That's a year-round fragrance combo for me. So I hope you guys like this look. I absolutely love it. I know you guys were requesting me to film this for you from the post that I did on Instagram, so I hope you enjoy it as well. It's really easy to do. A lot of products, but I use a little of a lot to create this, and it's just really nice and good for the season, hydrating, long wearing, all the things that I could want for an everyday makeup, fresh, easy to do. I need that for every day. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 5-minute makeup, and if you recreate it, let me know. If you have a fragrance combo you're loving, I'd love to know, or any products you want me to check out for future trying new makeups. You know the drill. Leave them in the comments section below. Let's chat. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've not already, I'd absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.